Hello, Curious Gamer here, continuing my playthrough of Tales of Maj'Eyal. Just gonna go ahead and load my file here and say that I'm currently transferring a large file from a USB flash drive with a video I recorded with a buddy. It's been a late night. It's almost 3 a.m. I'm very tired, but I thought I'd squeeze one of these in real quick. I said I would do a video over Trollmire earlier today, and I told myself I'd have it done before the end of the night. However, I had some English work to do. It put me back a little bit, and I spent a little bit of time working on another project. So, needless to say, ran out of time. It's late now, but we're going to get this out of the way here. I haven't even had time to redo my bar, which I wanted to do. I'm just going to go ahead and move phase door over to 6. Where I think it will be quite useful. It's probably best to do this in the video for the beginner series anyway, because new players need to learn how to prioritize placement on your bar. For instance, you may want your one skill to be your most powerful skill, but it shouldn't be. If one is the most pressed button you're most familiar with, it should be your immediate active skill that has the least mana cost. For me, that's either going to be Mana Thrust or Lightning. However, in the future, it will probably be Mana Thrust, so that will become number 1. For now, though, it's going to be Lightning with Fire as number 2 and Mana Thrust as number 3 as our kill shot in case we need it. So I am level 4, a Halfling Archmage, and I'm entering Trollmire. This is the starting location for human characters, heavily populated with trolls, slightly more difficult than some of the other starting areas, but definitely not in the top 2 of difficulty. However, at level 4, this place will serve virtually no challenge whatsoever and just be an additional chance to get some good items before we venture out into the world, as well as a chance to gain some experience. So it seems we got the variant version of the Trollmire map. That's another nice feature of this game. The maps don't just endlessly repeat every playthrough. They're going to cycle both in appearance and functionality. For instance, this map normally will appear as a green grassy forest with solid ground and very little water, if any, and will feature primarily trolls, snakes, worms, and wolves, and maybe a few other monsters such as kobolds. However, with this water variant, you will find all kinds of poisonous monsters such as poison ivies, snakes, wasps, the works, pit snakes, I think they're called. You can often find vaults on this map, which I'll discuss when I discover my first vault with this character. So for now, we're just going to leave it out. However, know that a vault is something you want and something you should be afraid of if you're playing on roguelike. Please remember that. So we have this rune now that we are a tri-mage here. We have 3 different elements we're utilizing. We go through mana quite quickly, so I'm introducing my Mana Surge rune, which I actually began the game with, I believe, as all Archmages do. Popping it will increase your mana recovery for a few turns, as well as giving you an immediate boost. So quick way to recover mana there. However, you don't want to have to use it in combat when you're out of mana. You want to be able to use it before you run out of mana, so you can take advantage of that mana gain and keep your DPS about as high as you can get it, especially later on, because fights towards the late game here, we got a dragon turtle, no real threat because we are level 4. However, if a level 1 melee character, as a human would be on this map, that would have been a little scary. Potentially a fight to avoid for the time being. However, he was guarding the exit, so might have to slip by, but I wouldn't imagine a level 1 warrior or bulwark having any problems with that. Definitely wouldn't be able to kill him though, so gonna go ahead and finish off this map. I believe that's it, and level change to Trollmire 2. See if we got any good drops here. No, it all looks like trash, so we're gonna let our chest take care of that, courtesy of our Steam purchase, I believe. I know I had unlocked it on my original account, but I created an entire new account for the series, or for the purposes of this series, so I am starting from the same place you will should you try this game and play along with me. Now this right here is a random event. This is an NPC. We're going to choose to escort them to their portal. Their AI has been worked on, and they're supposed to be slightly more intelligent than they used to be. However, they're still pretty dumb. They will move far ahead of you. They will not retreat from threats quick enough, and they have virtually no health and no damage output. They're just victims of themselves, and it's our job to keep them alive. And this looks like a vault. This is a vault. I'm glad I mentioned it earlier because, just like I said, in this variant version of Trollmire, you will almost always find a vault. So you have the option to open the sealed door. Opening it usually will reveal, let's see if this happens, a large room of monsters. Now I don't see any. That doesn't necessarily mean are not in here. They could, however, be thieves or rogues or shadows or some other form of hidden creature. However, we enter to discover one forest troll. This is quickly turning into D&D style combat, as he is level 11 and we are only level 5. However, we are an Archmage. We do possess incredible damage output, as well as the ability to kite. Now this monster has 50% negative fire resistance, so we're going to go ahead and immediately pop him with our flame spell, hitting him for 92 damage and burning him for 31. We're going to flee now, and he should burn off from that burn. Don't have to worry about any damage coming in here. Almost dead, just move back. The burn has wore off, but that's okay. Our flame is off cooldown, so this will go right through his magic saves and kill him with 92 damage, and we run in, grab our rune, and move on. Now I used auto search there. You don't want to auto search while you're escorting. Your auto search will not prioritize escorting the NPC, and you will go off into a random direction, seemingly random direction, and your NPC will often die, which would be terrible because you would miss out on the things that I now have options to get. While it would be very helpful to go ahead and get Arcane Eye this early in the game, I'm going to take my chances and hope that I come across another NPC before I need it, assuming I don't acquire it otherwise, and go ahead and grab this magic +2. As for this build, I want to have about as much magic as I can get outside of spending stat points. Excuse me there. I only want to use my stat point expenditure on magic up until I unlock access to all my skills. Those points are much better spent in survivability, as in getting more saves and getting more health, as well as just willpower in general is a very helpful stat with a lot of different options for the Archmage. But you want to try to get that magic as high as you can. You just don't want to spend all of your points doing it. And there's only so many points you're going to run into in this game. We got a rare monster here. A rattlesnake. No real threat. No problem. Wiping him out. Take his loot. And we discover a stone troll who we will burn to death. Gotta love that arcane blast, man. Mana thrust, as it is called. I think it used to be called arcane blast. I really think they renamed that. However, I'm going to try to pick up the pace here. I think you've all, hopefully you saw the video before this. You should have a basic understanding of how combat in this game works. And me failing to see ahead there and use my mana thrust rune, getting a little arrogant on this map. I feel like I'm playing on roguelike, and I feel like I'm further along in the game. However, I'm in Trollmire at level 5, so I really shouldn't be running out of mana, and I really shouldn't be worrying about these things. However, I'm not using my rest cycles. I'm just immediately moving to the next fight. Very bad idea. As you can see, as a Archmage, especially as a Halfling, you're very fragile, and it is easy to get arrogant with your insane damage output and end up in a situation like I'm in right now. Why I'm not really in any threat of dying. I am inconvenienced because that definitely took longer than it should have. Now I'm fully rested up with mana and health and ready to go, so just gonna start mowing through this and hopefully discover the exit to this level soon. Level 2 of Trollmire is proving quite bothersome. However, I think we're almost done here. And with one last auto search, this looks like it. Yes, it is. Onwards to Trollmire, level 3. See what we got here. Trash, trash. Won't use it. Get rid of all those drops. So another thing that makes this game interesting is every new character you make is effectively going to live off of what it discovers. For instance, we just discovered Proc's lucky halfling foot, which we're going to wield, by the way, because we all like wearing halfling foots, even though we're halflings ourselves. This gives 25% chance to shrug off up to 3 stuns, pins, and dazes each turn with a 10-turn cooldown. That is lucky. I mean, when you end up in a really bad situation in this game, and you know that the math says you should die statistically, you need that random number generator to save your ass. And that's exactly what that foot is going to serve for us. Should we end up in a bind, all we need is our lucky foot, and hopefully we'll be able to get out of a sticky situation should we not have a phase option or a rune available to do it for us. It is our backup plan, and one of the keys to surviving as an Archmage as you get later into the game. I mean, it's going to get to the point, guys, where these monsters will be able to one-shot you if they're able to get up to you and put any physical attack on you. That could usually lead to death. We have a boss here, Shax the Slimy. This is the alternate version of, I believe his name is Prog, the boss giant troll that spawns here normally. However, in the variant version, we get access to this guy being attacked by a poison mod from a giant Venus trap. Definitely putting some pain on us there. Forced to activate my runes prematurely. Gonna go ahead and use my Mana Rune and Arcane Restoration to fully bring my health back up and just completely unload on this guy. Face to face. I've got all my spells off, and I'm going to go ahead and phase door here to get some distance on him. Move one more square away from him and rest up until he comes into our view and just blast him down again. This should finish him off. Yes, it does. 2 rounds of our trio and he is no more. We got 2 unique items from him. I believe they're called artifacts in this game. Just using my melee to pick up that snake right there. There shouldn't be much left on this level other than some trash mobs running around. However, we did pick up a scroll which gives us a little clue. I didn't read it out loud. If you're curious about it, you can go back and pause. However, all it really tells you is that there is a place you can go, which is obvious enough at the end of the level. And there is a special monster awaiting us there. So we're going to go take a look into that and investigate the whereabouts of Bill, I believe his name is. Sorry for the spoiler. And not sure what's targeting me here. My auto search is being canceled though. There's a Venus flytrap somewhere. Right here. He's gone. Hiding behind the tree there. Very sneaky. Our trio just melting through everything we need to hit here. Need to memorize my hotkeys a little bit better. I'm going to rest up before I move on. Right here. These fly traps. They always bear trolls. You take them down and in come the trolls. Let's see what we got here. Taking additional damage from that poison. Definitely don't need that right now as it will cancel your auto search. You can deactivate that, however. It's in the settings menu. I'm not going to do it. So we have a warning message. We're not worried about that. This is Trollmire. We're level 7. I mean, come on. Like, seriously, why should I be scared of that at all? I'm going to go ahead and hold on to these as I may have uses for them in the future. However, right now I don't. Now, Slimy Woolen Robe would be kind of handy. However, no, it wouldn't be handy at all. That is so bad. I mean, even without the Arcane Disrupting Forces, I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that off. And let's see here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and equip this amulet. Now, the reason I don't want this, infused by Arcane Disrupting Forces. What that means is if I equip that item as an Archmage, I'm going to have a chance to fail casting my spells. That spell's death if that spell I happen to fail, which keep in mind failing will trigger your cooldown, happens to be phase door, and I'm face to face with someone like this guy we're about to discover behind this rock right here. Even at my level 7, he's still going to put out some damage. I don't know where he's hiding. There he is right here. His name is Bill. He has a massive club, which he usually drops, which has no use for us. And he has this lovely charge ability, which you just witnessed right there, which almost certainly spells death for anyone who is not built as a tank, as we are forced to phase door here, which runs the risk of running us further up, where there will certainly be more trolls, or we can attempt to move left. However, he will have the diagonal attack on us there, and he can hit easily over 60 damage, so take our chances in phasing. We do discover one additional forest troll. However, Bill is the major threat here, holding 707 HP remaining. I'm just going to go ahead and take out... I'm going to hit Bill with my lightning. Flame this giant eel right here, just in case he poisons us. Killing him. Arcane Blast Bill one more time. Oh, man. See, this is what I mean. You do not want to use your Mana Surge when you're out of mana. I want to cast Arcane Restoration right now, however I'm low on mana. I could have held off on that eel for one turn and used my Mana Surge, then killed the eel, and then phased out it. Well, I can't phase out for 2 more turns. However, I should be fine here, I hope. I'm going to opt for this Forest Troll as he's putting extra damage on us, and we can't kill Bill in 2 shots. However, we can kill the Forest Troll in 2 shots. We'll do just that. Down to 30 health now, and forced to phase door. This is getting kind of sticky, and our phase door certainly results in our first death. At level 7 in Trollmire, we phase door to be cleaved to death by a stone troll in level 4. I believe Bill teleported to us. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Bill did not hit us that last time. That regular stone troll hit us for 43 physical damage in 1 shot, resulting in our immediate death. So, lesson learned, you don't want to be out of mana on an Archmage. Your health is really low as a Halfling Archmage, and it would probably be a decent idea to come over to level up and go ahead and spend some stat points on Constitution, as we have 9 points saved up. This will increase our health by 36 and our physical saves by 3.15, which doesn't sound like that much, but it will definitely make a difference once we get up here to Disruption Shield. However, we're not there right now. We need 36 magic to get there, and we're sitting on 28, which is fine for now. We're not going to need that for a while. But we are going to go ahead and spend some of our class points and go ahead and level Mana Thrust up to level 4, as well as Flame to level 4. This is going to drastically increase our damage output, and I'm going to bring health down to, or Constitution down to 18, and go ahead and put 2 points into magic, bringing it up to 31. So I'm going to put 2 points into it for the next 3 levels, which will give us our 36. And put this remaining point into Cunning. I'll explain why I invest in Cunning later. However, just know that it has a lot to do with this skill right here, and the fact that I am a Halfling, and this is a build I'm familiar with. Yes, I want to accept my changes. However, I just thought about something. I haven't introduced generic points, and now would be a good time to do them, as I've earned my first death. I'm going to go ahead and grab Arcane Restoration level 2 here. So it'll fully heal us with the additional health, as well as shielding. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get shielding on this character. I normally use Aegis, but I may get it right now. I'm going to hold off on shielding for the moment, and I don't want displacement shield on this character. It's quite useful for surviving, but I don't think I'm going to use it that much. And I think that's it for now. So I'm going to go ahead and save changes here. And go back to Trollmire. Where is the option? Thank you, I'll rest here. Thank you, I am ready to go back. The Eidolon has spoken and I have returned to the battle. This is what happens when you die on adventure mode. You immediately return back to the place you were. And I forgot to rest and take my skills off cooldown and activate my passives. So I'm in a little bit of trouble here. And I forgot I didn't have that equipped. That was a terrible mistake on my part. I may be in trouble again. Let's see if we can go ahead and put some damage on these trolls and get them out of the equation before Bill kills us. Gonna phase door, gaining incredible distance there. Take down the troll and start blasting on Bill. Unfortunately, we're gonna run out of mana soon, as our skills are on cooldown. Our rune is on cooldown. Taking that ferocious knockback right there. 127 physical damage in 1 attack. However, because we leveled up Arcane Restoration, we're back to full life. I'm going to go ahead and blast Bill down here. He is down to 36 health. We got him in 1 shot now and hitting him with lightning. He is done. Take his loot. We got Wither Orbs. Going to hit Z and just round everything up here. And let's look at our drops. Let's see what we earn. It cost us a death. I hope we got something worth it. We found the Withering Orbs, 5 mind power and 5 damage in the form of an amulet, as well as invisible and stealth, and allows the wearer to attack unseen targets without any penalties. Very, very useful for any melee character. You want an item that has that on it. However, we are a magic user and we have other ways of targeting hidden creatures, but we're still going to use it as it's going to come in handy. So I'm going to hold on to it as I do most rare items and return to the world map here. And lastly, let's look at our skills. I need to take care of that later. For now, it'll be okay, however. So we're back on the world map here, and that was Trollmire. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope anyone watching this actually enjoys Tales of Maj'Eyal or gives it a chance. And if you got a specific build, as always, drop me a comment. I'll look into it, see if I can get a video put together for you guys. Be sure to like this and subscribe if you like what we do here. We want to try to grow our audience and reach out and build a community of people who like playing these type games. So until next time, Curious Gamer.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure and hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.
Got a question, comment, or game you'd like to see? Let us know by commenting below and do your part
To help IGR discover more great games.